are people in the culture right now who are claiming that there's no hell in the Bible. It's not real. It's just talking about some dump that's on fire. It's not real. It's not really there. But the Bible's very clear, and you can follow along. These are 9 verses, but there are tons of verses in the Bible which speak of hell. And this is a doctrine of hell in 9 verses. First, who is going to occupy this place called hell? Revelation 21:8 says, "But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death." Revelation 20:15 tells us that whosoever was not found written in the book of life will be cast in the lake of fire. Revelation 20:14, death and hell were cast in the lake of fire. Revelation 20:10, "And the devil also that deceived them that was cast in the lake of fire and brimstone where the beast and the false prophet are." So the devil, his angels, and all who turn their back on God. How long does this place, hell, last? Because there are people today that say hell is going to just last for so long and then you're out. Or you're going to be just demolished. There's no hell. You just disappear. The scripture says this, Matthew 25:46. "And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal." Brothers and sisters, right there it tells us that heaven is eternal. But it also tells us that hell is eternal. You can't have an eternal heaven without an eternal hell. Next, what happens in this place for all of eternity? Matthew 13:50. "And shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth." 2 Thessalonians 1:9, "Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power." Revelation 14:11, "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." So right there it tells us there'll be wailing, gnashing of teeth, cast away from the presence of the Lord, darkness and torment forever. Now, with all of those things, Jesus himself warns us here, a serious warning in Mark 9:43-48. "And if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed than having 2 hands to go into hell, into the fire that shall never be quenched." From the words of Jesus himself, he says this fire will never be quenched. It'll never end. And so, he says it'd be better for you to cut off your own hands than to go into this fire, this hell forever. And you know, when you think about that, Jesus himself warning you, how could anyone ever say there is no doctrine of hell in the Bible?